Hello. I did say I was going to start vlogging again. So I do plan to. It's been quite interesting. I'm going to just jump into this, but it's been kind of a week of kind of getting my head sorted. It's been a week of getting my head sorted. It's been quite interesting actually, because even work-wise with coaching and stuff like that this year, like I explained in a post on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, like this year's just been a total pullback. So what I'm going to kind of cover, like I said, this YouTube channel is always going to be about, so my kids can kind of watch it back and sharing my life. And it's been interesting because when I watch it back, it's been dead interesting with the phases of life that I've even been in and that, you know. This is Monday right now, it's Monday evening, and today I did start with going to the gym. Now, the gym is feeling really tough now. The running is definitely a priority. I'm like really into running. I'm running 5 days a week, but I've went for going to the gym the minimum of 3 to 4 times a week and doing strength training to just solely focusing on running. And when I'm going to the gym, it's feeling tough, I'm feeling really weak. But that's also becoming a wee bit of a challenge. So my goal for the gym is to get to the gym for strength training at least 2 times per week. Now, I'm saying that, but I am doing some lower body stuff to try and keep the knee health up, because when I do a lot of running, like most people will tell you, you do end up getting niggles in your Achilles, your calves, your IT bands, your knees in general. Like things do get a bit sore and a bit tender, so you do need to look after yourself in that regard. So the gym will be a wee bit more a priority. And then on a Monday, what I always end up doing is my client check-ins. Now, these can be quite good. Like people say, oh, it's work, it's boring, but they can take up to a good few hours, and depending on what stage that client's at, I might have a lot of calls and that day as well. I do try and fit them all on a Monday and get it all set up then. But other than that, is out walking the dog. Monday's usually always about work, and it's probably going to be one of the main gym days because I do a higher mileage usually on a Sunday, and then try and relax a wee bit on the Monday. So I'm just going to run through my week with you this week. So Monday, I walk with the dog. Tomorrow we are up early for a run, so we will pick up there. Right, so Tuesday, and the week always kind of starts, well, obviously my week started in the gym on Monday, but the week always starts with an easy run. So I find these runs, like I keep on saying in every video I ever make, I find these runs really hard, trying to hold back the pace a bit, and it's hard because of the hilly terrain that I always see me running. People would just say, well, change your terrain then, and I was like, but I do think that has its benefits of getting some of these wee hills and stuff. So as I said, this is an easy run, this is not hard, it's only 4 miles and it goes in so quickly. See when you're coming off marathon training and you've been doing 18 miles and things like that, like 4 miles is a day off. It's really simple, and that's what excites me about participating a wee bit more in 10Ks and half marathons. It's purely because like they're over quickly. Half marathons maybe not so much, but you're able to really give your all. Like me, I like that. I like that burning out feeling, not these steady runs. So, Tuesday training starting well. I've already had PT this morning with some clients, done some coaching stuff for online. Now getting the running, and then I'll be through to Glasgow later on to do some boxing PTs there. And then amongst that, parenting, because my wife's starting to get into running now, which is dead exciting for me. I've not even suggested it, she's just gravitating towards it, and she also went her run today. So there's that point where we're like tag teaming. She'll come in, tag, I'm away out. So it's working well. So Tuesday, just kind of keeping you up to date, getting the run done, feeling good. Right, so it's Thursday, and Thursday was meant to be, this week's plan was a gym day. but it's kind of set up that it's an optional gym day that I can do some stuff in the house. Again, because sometimes getting to the gym with the whole family life and the way things are going right now, it's getting a bit more challenging now that I am running like this week 5 times a week. So because that's taking priority, training like the 7 days a week is a bit more challenging, so one was set up. Now the reason why it's going to be more bloody challenging is my wee one, my 1-year-old Jacob, he's just not sleeping, man. Ever since we came back to holiday, he just seems like he's never getting into a routine, like he's dead unsettled, and it's just hoping that it's a phase will pass. But I can't really remember having this phase with Joseph. He's now 3, but he's sleeping well. So today, like you'll see here, I'm just going to go in the house and I'm going to do a lot of lower body stuff, a lot of banded work to keep the glutes going and stuff, to really take care of the knees and stuff, a lot of the TLC. And this is the stuff I've been doing ever since I was training from Ultra, because I used to get runner's knee all the time, and ever since I've been doing this stuff, I've never really had, touch wood, problems with my knees at all. And what I'm going to kind of do as well is throw in there like 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, just to keep the upper body going, because like I said, I have been pretty weak, and I might just do some extra band work as well, like again some bicep and some rows and stuff, because I do have different kind of banded stuff as well. So the Thursday's not really going to plan. As I said, the idea was to get up this morning, go to the gym really early like I did yesterday, but I swear, like, we hardly had any sleep again last night, and we were up early doors just trying to balance the kids and all that kind of thing. So through to Glasgow night for some PTs, and then I have some client calls later on. But again, that's Thursday. Tomorrow I probably will be going down Strathclyde Park and doing some of my, I think I've got intervals tomorrow, I'm not sure, I'll need to double check my schedule. So I will pick you up there. Right, so Thursday and down to Strathclyde Park. I've got my nephew with us, even though he's like fucking twice the size of me. So we're going to start off with a wee bit of warm up, and what the day is, it's going to be a 1 mile warm up, then it's going to be 5 miles of intervals with 3/4 of a mile at a faster pace, probably around about half marathon tempo, and then a 1/4 mile recovery, which is just going to be like a literal plod / walk, and then finish off with another 1 mile wee bit of a cool down. So what we're going to do now is just get a wee bit of warm up, jogging up and doing this wee bit here, and then get started. So just over halfway in, and Cian's dropped off. Again, he's only 14, fit as a fiddle, but he's not used to this kind of pacing, so the instructions got his own pace. Very proud of him for turning up though. With 14-year-old, you know, he's going to go up in the summer holidays and do this crazy shit. But aye, let's finish this off. Beep beep, motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie here, like, I've got one interval go, and I'm struggling. This is tough. As I said, this side's fine, but you get to the other side, and it's absolutely taking the lungs and the heart away from you. But like I said, it's hard work, and again, you're not going to get much fitter or better at running without doing those hard runs. And everybody's all this zone 2 stuff. That's all well and good, create a base. If you want to get faster and stronger, you need to push it. 1 more to go. Right, so that's the 7 mile done, and according to my Garmin, that was only 50% execution. Now, again, that's because I've set the paces, and what I probably should do with this when I'm doing it here is not set my paces on the watch when I've got a hilly terrain. I mean, that's absolutely fine if you're on a flat, you've got a track, and all that kind of stuff, but trying to do it here when the incline and that can get so bad, and the downhill speeds you up, like, it's brutal, because you're like, when you're running, people know you're supposed to keep a certain cadence, you're not supposed to keep a certain pace, you're supposed to do as steady as you can when you're doing these things. You can't do that out here, so I'm not worrying about it. See, typically that would trigger me. I'd be like, oh, 50%, I'm half a piece of shit, you know. But it's one of the ones where it's kind of, the hard work's still there, the perceived effort is where it should have been. It was probably harder than what it should have been, if I'm being honest with you. But I don't know where Cian is. He's obviously dropped back, went off his pace. He was just coming off a foot ligament injury, and probably in a sprint that boy would leather me. The boy's an absolute phenom when it comes to sprints. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, like I said, his endurance for a young boy was always phenomenal. He was the type of guy who go out and do 10Ks. He's actually done half marathons and that before on his own record. That's why I just need to go and find him. There he's there, still running. Off the top though.
I started it late, I'm just going to finish in 5.
No, I'll just jog a last wee bit with you. How did that feel?
Brutal.
But we're just getting up for doing an injury and then just jumping straight back into doing a 7 miler. There we go.
Because see when you left
Good
off,
job.
was it 2 mile?
Aye.
Right, aye, so that's fine, aye.
Well, we should tell you your mileage on it. Or did you start it again? Right, that's fine.
I kept on pausing in that because of the rain.
Aye, I know, it's brutal. But I stopped running a bit here as well. There you go, he's done it. He's done his 7 mile. Not actually too far behind me, to be honest with you, but I've been finished about 10-15 minutes, so good job. Does that bother you a wee bit? Are you struggling a bit? Good? That's exactly the thing that bothered me when I started running as well was... That's fine. As I said, when you do a performance, you're like, nah, I want to be better than that, and then now you'll start running. You know what I mean? Good. Another day done. Right, so now we're on Saturday. And Saturday to me, energy-wise, is mentally a very hard run. Now, I never used to do runs on a Saturdays. This is one of the extra days run in, but it's one of those days where I'm far busier, where I got up really early in the morning with already a lack of sleep because the way the kids are now, and I've got PTs around Glasgow. It's normally really busy and there's a high output when you're doing a lot of boxing stuff, you know. So it's not to be sympathy or anything like that, but you're always very tired, and I'm glad it's just an easy run, easy pace, very easy pace. I think if people are wondering the pace now, my easy run is a 7:50 a 10 30 mile, and it's quite hard to run that. I can keep on saying that, and I don't want to sound like that guy, but just enjoy this run. It's nice weather, it's a bit clammy, but it's nice weather, not too warm, not too cold, easy pace. Struggle to maintain it sometimes because this bit right now, we're on a flat and going down, but the start of this, for the first mile and a half, is pretty uphill, so you welcome this downward and flat pace. But yes, like, again, hopefully you can hear me with the wind. Nothing crazy, 5 miles, easy pace, and tomorrow I think it's 8 miles in the morning, same easy pace, just acquiring that mileage and building on that aerobic capacity. So yes, 5 miles going to get done. Right, so now we're on Sunday and I'm over halfway through my 8 mile easy run. Now it's a beautiful morning, very lucky, but it's one of those mornings where it was discipline. The motivation wasn't very there this morning. A wee bit tired, but I'm not really going to have another chance to kind of do this today because I've got a busy day ahead. So out here, very grateful again. Good morning, and a nice 8 mile easy pace run. Now this 8 mile loop in particular, round here, and it's mile 6, between mile 5 and mile 6. It's absolutely brutal, this hill. So I always need to really watch what I'm doing on that. But yeah, listen, this is a conclusion of my week. Again, hopefully if anybody's watched this, they've enjoyed it. This is the very start of a journey of taking running far more seriously, like completely, nearly getting roped in. So hope that people do tune in. I'll try and keep the vlogs as often as I can mentally bear them. And yeah, hope you're all well, hope you're chasing your goals, and I'll see you again soon.